Manchester United taking on Liverpool. Massive game for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and for Manchester United. Now, this could be the final nail in the coffin for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and for Manchester United this season. Win this game and maybe it could turn the season around. Whether it's going to turn the season around for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I highly doubt it. But for the Manchester United team, if they could win this game, it would turn the table slightly, because, I mean, Manchester United are not completely out. I mean, it sounds bizarre to say, but Manchester United are not completely out of a title race yet. But the problem for Manchester United is we haven't played any of the so-called Big Six teams yet, and we're already far adrift of the title chasers. So for Manchester United now to challenge for a title, we would have to go into these games and win these games. And it's looking very bleak for Manchester United in terms of winning these games when we're not playing well. We're conceding too many goals. I can't see Manchester United even putting up a title challenge this season, let alone winning the title. But bizarre things have happened. Man City were actually worse off than Manchester United are this season, last season, and they somehow went on and won it when I thought that at the start they had no chance of winning. I thought someone else was in a better chance. I thought Liverpool were going to go on and win it, and it didn't happen. So Manchester United can still be up in the chasing pack, but a lot's going to have to change. And I think it's looking very bleak for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager for sure. Now, that comeback against Atalanta was nice, but as much as I was really pleased and happy that Manchester United won the game, I was, because I always want to see Manchester United win. The problems are still there for Manchester United, and defensively, for whatever reason, we're too easy to get through. McTominay and Fred were in midfield, and the forwards were so far forward from McTominay and Fred in that particular game that there was, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Fred, as people know. McTominay as well is, they're squad players at best, but it wasn't really their fault in that game, in that first half against Atalanta. Manchester United were playing with 4 players too far forward, and the midfield, there was too much gap in between, and it was just a joke. It really was. It was like there was fucking 4 at the back, there was 2 in midfield, and then just 4 thrown up front. I don't know what the tactics were in that first half, and if Manchester United start like that in this game, then we're going to be relying on some real luck, some David De Gea and brilliance to keep us in this one, because I can't see with Liverpool's quality that it would only be 2-0 if we play like that. I really can't. I could see it. And even if it is 2-0, you're not coming back from 2-0 down, I don't think, against Liverpool. I think it's going to be very difficult anyway. So Manchester United have got to start so much better than we have done, and if we get in front, we've got to play a lot better to stay in front of a game of football against a better opposition. Now, it probably is going to switch it up maybe a little bit. I'm not too sure, because I just don't know what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got up his sleeve at this moment in time. But the back 4 and goalkeeper pretty much picks itself, because there's no overhand. So it's going to be Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw on Wan-Bissaka and De Gea in goal. He's going to go with Fred, isn't he? He's going to go with Fred and McTominay in midfield. I thought we looked a bit better when Pogba coming in that second half. But I think he's going to leave Pogba on the bench again if Bruno Fernandes is fit. Now, there's question marks over whether he's fit. I think he's going to play him again. I think the only change, I think he'll play Rashford as well, even though he took a knock in that game. I thought the reason, they're saying it's probably a dead leg, so I think he will play as well. But I think on the right hand side, I think he's going to go for Jadon Sancho instead of Greenwood. Greenwood wasn't very good in that game in Atalanta, and I know Sancho hasn't been his best either, but I think he's going to go there. I think it's going to chop and change a lot over the next few weeks. I think Rashford will continue to play on that left hand side, though I don't see much change. I think now Rashford's back, I think, and his 2 goals in his last 2 games, and looked good to me in that game against Atalanta. Maybe did squander a couple of chances, but did look good. Looked a lot better than some of the other players on the pitch. Is a positive for Manchester United his last 2 games. Him coming back and scoring goals for sure. Now I think that he's going to, now with them 2 goals, I think that's going to keep him sort of cemented in that left wide position for Manchester United. And obviously it's going to be Ronaldo up front. I think that's similar how he's going to line up. I don't really see Pogba coming back into the starting lineup somehow. He seems to love going with that Fred partnership in midfield. He really does. But it does leave, when Bruno Fernandes goes forward a bit, it does leave Manchester United a bit exposed. Can leave Manchester United a bit exposed there. Pogba doesn't go forward as much as Bruno Fernandes seems to end up sometimes as going too far forward. We know he's more of a forward attacking player, more so than Paul Pogba, but we do need another midfielder in there, definitely, to try and sort the mess out in that midfield. But we go with what we go with at this moment in time. But I think the way Liverpool are playing at this moment in time, they were a bit fortunate against Atletico Madrid, but they have been playing very, very well. They're unbeaten in fucking forever, it seems. So they're going to go into this confident mood, and I think their front three at this moment in time are playing so well that I think they're going to cause Manchester United all sorts of problems. I think with Salah up front, I think at this moment in time he's just in so good form that I just don't see how Manchester United are going to stop this geezer from scoring in this. At this moment in time, you think he's going to score every fucking time. I mean, against Watford, that outstanding goal the week before, or whenever it was against Man City, absolutely outstanding. He is just in so good form at this moment in time. And these types of players like your Lewandowski's, your Benzema's, your Mo Salah's, at this moment in time, whenever you play against these types of players, you just think that they're going to score goals, create goals, do some magic, because they're in the form of their lives at this moment in time, and he is one of them. Mane's not playing bad either this season. He's did have a bit of a difficult time before, but he's back in form this season. And Firmino's banging in a hat-trick last weekend as well, so it is bad news for Manchester United in terms of this game. But Manchester United have got to be up for this game, whether some of the players are disagreeing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics and the way he's setting teams up. But I do feel that there is a bit of a problem there. Bruno's hinted that maybe he's not too keen on the way the manager's looking to set up, but we know with Bruno Fernandes, even when he didn't play so well in that first half against Atalanta, you know he's always going to be there, putting a shift in, demanding that he is the man for Manchester United to take Manchester United forward. And that second half with that assist was fantastic, and you always see that with Bruno Fernandes. It always puts that shift in, even when the chips are down, even when he's not fucking playing well, he still puts that shift in and really goes at it for me. And that is why Bruno Fernandes has got to be in this team against Liverpool. If there's a doubt over his fitness, he is one player you want in the Manchester United team, and hopefully he can come to the top again for Manchester United and help Manchester United over the line. I think this is going to be a difficult game for Manchester United to get anything out of it. I've got my doubts. I think that though, if this is a bad game for Manchester United and it goes horribly wrong like it did, we lost 4-2 against these last season. If we lose this game and it goes horribly wrong for Solskjaer, I think that this could be the writing on the wall for Manchester United, because it's win or bust for Manchester United. If we lose this game, we're going to be miles adrift of the teams above us. But if we win it, we do close the gap on the team, on Liverpool and that. So it is a 6-pointer for Manchester United. It really is for Manchester United. We really will see at the end of this game whether the players really are up for it under Solskjaer, whether they want to, if it's a hammering, or if Manchester United do come out of this game fighting and we actually come away with some dignity, maybe even get a draw or a win out of this game, which looks at this moment in time very unlikely that Manchester United can get anything from this game of football. But if Manchester United were to put in a good performance, our best performance of the season, it would make people stand up and think, well, actually maybe these players are actually putting their all in for Solskjaer, where some people think that some of these players are not putting their all in for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I don't really know too much more what to say on this. It is a complete opposite at this moment in time, Manchester United and Liverpool. We're completely the opposite. I think Liverpool are going to win this game, unfortunately. I think Liverpool are going to win it probably about 2-0. I think it's going to be hard for Manchester United to get anything from this, the way we're playing at this moment in time. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash the share button if you're watching on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.